Peace, family. Peace, and welcome back to The People's Opinion. Now, we are back here on the streets of the UK, and we are going to get the people's opinion on mandatory vaccines, whether or not they trust their government, and how 2020 has been treating them. Let's go. They're talking about mandatory vaccines. Will you be taking the mandatory vaccination?
I would have it anyway. So it doesn't matter to me whether it's mandatory or not. I would definitely have the flu vaccine. To protect other people more than myself as well, you know. Because I don't want to be giving it to anybody.
Do you trust the government?
I don't. Of course not. How can you trust?
I don't trust them at all, but I don't see there's any other choice.
We're supposed to tell them what do you need, and and not they tell us. We put them there, to represent us, not to tell us what they want us to do. And as Hind said, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to say I'm going to refuse to have the vaccine, but my brother-in-law is a doctor, and he said, he's Italian, he used to work in the UK as well.
Okay.
And he said, as a doctor, I'm going to wait like at least a year to see what's going to happen, And I'm from Brazil. In Brazil, the São Paulo governor, João Dória, he's trying to make the vaccine from China mandatory,
Right.
which is still in stage 3.
Wow.
It's not like it's been approved. And it's a little bit complicated. I don't know.
How has 2020 treated you? Has it been a good year?
Honestly, I've been very lucky because I've been in a job where I've been paid all the time, whether I left my house to do it or not. So financially, it's not impacted me at all. I've made the most. I do a lot of riding my mountain bike, do a lot of exercising. So I did the most riding in my whole life whilst lockdown was on. I was out every day, me and another guy. Sometimes my son and his partner were in a bubble with me. So we just go out in a group of 3 or 4 of us, and you just meet other people anyway, so you can't not avoid them and talk to them. And from that point of view, I just made the most of it. I couldn't just sit at home and sulk every day about it. I live on my own anyway, so I rely on going out and seeing my friends. So, even if I go ride on my own, I'd rather be outside. And let's be honest, we had the perfect lockdown weather ever, didn't we? It was like a fantastic summer. So why would you just sit at home and mope about it?
Has the pandemic caused a rift between loved ones, or has it brought you closer?
I'm a grandfather. I've got a 3-year-old granddaughter. And I think in a different way. I'm more in confront the virus instead of be back on it. And I can't see my own family, the family I've got here. Because my missus is just afraid of get the virus and not seeing again. I'm going to get in the hospital, we're not going to see each other, all the restrictions they're doing, then it's a little bit complicated. As I said, we're lucky because still got a job, but it's not being easy. I can't even go to Brazil, I can't. My mom, my family, they can't come here to see me. It's a little tough situation on my case, Then let's say in a certain parts because I still got a job, to survive, but and the loved ones, I missed it.
My son's fine because he's in my bubble, so I do see him a lot, and he was living with me for a little while while he got a new place to move to. But my next closest is my niece, who's like my daughter, who lives in Vancouver in Canada, and for as long as I remember, I've been out there twice a year, to visit them. So it's the first year, and since I can remember, I've never seen them. But we talk on WhatsApp 3 or 4 times a week. It's not the same as hugging them and cuddling them and being next to them, but it's better than nothing. We're lucky we've got that at least. 20 years ago, it would have been a different story, wouldn't it? You wouldn't have any social contact with your family if you didn't have the modern technology. So
this pandemic has been it's affected you. It's not affected you financially.
No.
But it has affected relationships that you have.
And emotionally, yeah, because I find I have these, for like months and months now, I just get these huge mood swings, and
So it's affecting mental health.
Yeah, because I class myself as being very strong mentally, and I think, God, if this is doing this to me.
How has it affected your mental health?
Well, I'm a gym guy. You can't go to the gym, and you see yourself going down, and you can't do a lot of stuff, and you got a relationship in a clash because living 24 hours, working from home, still working, but it's a lot to take it on because you need this. We need to go around, talk to people, and I think health people are missing it, People with already got mental health, they're already in some situation where they're already in a box. I'm not in a box. That's what I missed at. I think it's causing a lot of problems.
It's simple things like it is now because I rely so much on social activity. So if I've got a whole week working from home and all I've got to do is stare at my white walls in my apartment and can't keep watching television, so it's just nice to go, right, it's middle of the day, I'll go down into this town, I live in Maidstone, go down to the town, sit in a coffee bar, have a coffee, or go and have a lunch somewhere, take my laptop with me, just something to break up the mundaneness of being in. And that's when you sort of start to go a bit stir crazy because you can't, all of a sudden for 4 more weeks, you can't do that. And you're like,
Listen, guys, thank you very much for
You're
talking to
welcome,
me.
yeah.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Yeah,
Yes.